Welcome to Unboxing Sunday. And this is a weird, eclectic box. It's mostly sci-fi, but then there's a couple of mysteries in it. So I just thought I'd share it with you before it goes off to the charities. And hey, welcome to the D. Book Series. I'm Christina KRSRISTINA. This is where I read books, talk about books, no special effects, no theme music, none of the fancy stuff going on here. And hey, when anybody does an unboxing on YouTube, they know what's in the box. They either ordered it or send it to a gift, and it's something they want. I don't want these books. I don't want them at all. I don't know what's coming. I have no idea what's being delivered. I go through the boxes, we divide them up, and we ship them off to the individual charities. These boxes are gone within 72 hours in my house. But anyways, so let's enjoy these. These are so cool. It's so interesting to find out what's been thrown out. So, the Graham Brave Bradbury, The Martin Chronicles. Completely blank on the back. On February 1999, on Mars, Mrs. K closed her golden eyes and dreamed of a very tall man with very white skin who came out of the sky. He was from Earth, the third planet, he explained in her dream. But when she told Mr. K about it, he scoffed. The third planet is incapable of supporting life. Shortly thereafter, the first expedition from Earth landed on Mars. Colonization had begun. Oh, look, the co-host has shown up. I don't know where she was before. She had a first taste of milk this morning. Tiger Moon. Farrah doesn't want to be a hero, but he doesn't want to be a worm either. When the youngest thief is caught stealing an amulet that belongs to a god, he is given the seemingly impossible task of rescuing a princess from a demon. He reluctantly begins a journey across India to the demon's desert stronghold and is joined by his quest by a sacred and then often sarcastic white tiger named Nisha. The companions battle floods and fire, soldiers and scoundrels, yet is their unlikely friendship that is the true key to rescuing the princess if they can reach her in time. Monk. Now that Monk and Natalie are both in San Francisco again, life is almost back to normal for the duo, with one exception. Natalie is studying for a PIL license, the last step to becoming Monk's full partner. Before taking the plunge, Natalie sneaks off to Half Moon Bay for a retreat run by Miranda Bigley, the charismatic leader of the Best Possible Me Self-Help program, whose philosophy has helped Natalie deal with her recent life changes. But her plans for a relaxing weekend are disrupted when Monk tracks her down, determined to rescue her from the cult. Their argument is cut short when Miranda is in full view of everyone and calmly walks to the edge of the cliff and jumps. Okay. Arthur C. Clarke. Tales from Planet Earth. An entrepreneur sets in motion his dream of building a luxury resort on Titan. An eccentric scientist convinced termites will inherit the Earth does his best to prepare them for it. A crippled genius is determined to conquer Mount Everest, so he invents a mechanism he can wear to conquer gravity. Robert A. Heinlein, Friday. Friday is her name. She is as thoroughly resourceful as she is strikingly beautiful. She is one of the best interplanetary agents in the business, and she is an artificial person. The Left Hand of Darkness. Once in a long while, a whole new world is created for us. Such worlds are Middle Earth, Dune, and such a world is Winter, the settling for the left hand of darkness. Winter is a backward world, primitive by the standards of its time, long cut off from the mainstream of human progress and evolution. Its inhabitants are human except for one thing: they are all of the same sex. Alright. There's some romance or something in here. First up, Mary Connolly. Glenn Greer came west as a mail-order bride and ended up in a bad situation. Now her husband Flint is dead, and she's determined to make a go of it on her own. In a small town of men, Glenn decides she can support her two children by opening a diner. Never mind that cooking isn't her greatest talent. Oh, and then she meets a doctor. Well, that's good. A cook and a doctor. 2013. Probably would have been an RT Book Review magazine. God, I miss that place. That magazine. Arthur C. Clarke. Beyond the Fall of Night. Premier science fiction writers Arthur C. Clarke and Gregory Benford team up to tell a riveting, moving story. Despair is the last living city on Earth, timid and untried. The only humans in existence have stagnated there for eons in terror of their own history, the greatness of which remains only in the beauty of the ancient city and in the memories of the unfathomable machines that care for it. Okay? Let me just see if I can. Somebody. This box is big. Let me see if I can. Somebody's a little annoyed with me that she can't get here. So, okay, is that better? Foreign language book. Alright, we don't want that one. Larry Nevin Jerry Prunell, The Cripping Hand. And I'm gonna have to wash my hands after handling this one. Robert Heinlein called it possibly the finest science fiction novel I've ever read. The San Francisco Chronicle portrayed as science fiction. The Moat in God's Eye is one of the most important novels ever published. Arthur C. Clarke, Garden of Rama. By the 23rd century, Earth has two encounters with massive, mysterious, robotic spacecraft from beyond our solar system. The obvious handiwork of technology that far exceeds our own. The first time we greeted a Raman vessel, it was with wonder. The second time it was weapons, and one scientific fact is incontestable. The Ramans do everything in threes. Arthur C. Clarke, Rama 2. In 1973, the world was awed by the publication of Rendezvous with Rama, the mesmerization tale of an alien starship that has encountered our solar system. It went on to sell more copies than anything. Now the Ramans have finally returned in a sequel with scope and vision even grander. Decades have passed since Commander Norton and his crew met with the enormous alien ship dubbed Rama and declared it an intelligent robot with no interest in creatures of our solar system. In those years, the world has undergone dramatic changes from the wild precipice immediately following the Raman visit to the cataclysmic of the Great Chaos, also spawned by Rama. Okay. Where'd you go? I went and cleared this box. Oh, there you are. Fine. I did that. Okay. Native Americans snuck in this box. The whole town of Lander has turned out for the big parade celebrating the start of the new rodeo season. The main spectacle this year is the appearance of Colonel Edward Garrett, a spot-on impersonator of General George Armstrong Custer, and a troop of men acting as the ill-fated 7th Cavalry. The problem is they're being followed by a group of Arapaho warriors from the Wind River Reservation, who proceed to encircle the Garrett and his men and dare ride just to remind them exactly who won the Battle of Little Bighorn. Another Margaret Cole, The Girl with the Braided Hair. In 1973, the American Indian movement known throughout the West as AIM, was a militant organization that spread its influence across several reservations. After a standoff against federal authorities on the Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota, AIM's members went into hiding on their reservations. Liz Plenty Horses was there during the Pine Ridge incident. Afterwards, she returned to the Wind River Reservation to help AIM members wanted by the FBI to blend in with her people. But when one of them was shot to death by the police, Liz was accused of being an informant and fled with her daughter, never to be seen again. Another marker called the Eagle Catcher. On the windswept plains of Wyoming, Wind River Reservation, Arapahoes have gathered by the East Powwow. It is a sacred time to reaffirm the balance and harmony in life, but these feelings of unity quickly give way to fear when the tribal chairman is found murdered and every bit of evidence points to his nephew, Anthony Castle. Brides of the West. Lori Copeland. Mail order bride Hope Callahan is not amused when her stagecoach is waylaid by a bunch of bumbling outlaws. The feisty beauty is puzzled by the oddball in the group disarming kind Grant Lawson. She doesn't know that Grunt is really Danny Sullivan, the government agent sent to infiltrate the gang. The One Who Waits for Me. Another Lori Copeland. Summer 1865, in the months just after the end of the Civil War, old ways of life are changing in the South. The plantation in North Carolina, three young women are determined to leave everything behind for an unknown future without an evil uncle or cousin. See what happens. J.R. Tolkien, The Silmarillion. I bet this is worth a couple pennies. Oh, nice map. Oh, look, and it's an ARC. There's no stuff over here. Ooh, this is really worth a couple pennies. Where's my... Oh, good God. It doesn't show up. I'll have to... Chrissy, put the picture up. Alright. I want... Alright, let me get it. See this? Right here? Right? See this right here? Edwards Rare Books. The Silmarillion J.R.R. Tolkien, first edition, first printing, 1977. $300. What do you think? What do you think? Huh? Let's, what's this? There's a birthday card in this by a little kid. Dated 2005. The Book of Lost Tales, Part 1. Let's look. Alright. The hardcover, this book, is going for $52 on Amazon. I had to look it up. What do you think? Shall these go to the thrift store or the charity? Come on, son. There you go. I know I did that already, but I just had to double check it. Huh? What do you think? Oh, Sherlock Holmes. The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. Conan Doyle. Silver Blaze, which opens this memoirs, is widely regarded by Homosomian scholars as the finest single short story, and they also agree that the first 22 stories, eventually Doyle wrote a total of 56, which are equally divided among the ventures and memoirs, are the finest of the Holmes saga. This book is a complete and exact facsimile of the first edition of Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, published in 1984 by George Nunes. Copies of the original are rare and virtually unattainable in the market. This was published in 1975. And, oh, no. Well, they're not sci-fi. They're regular mystery. So, what'd you think? Interesting? What should I do with those books now? I have no idea what to do with those books. We'll have to look into it. We'll see which charity we give them to. We'll see what happens. Don't forget to check out If Then Fridays, Star Trek Voyager Fridays, Flashback Mondays, JD Robb Eve Dallas Saturdays. We're reading them all. My daily book reviews, and of course, Unboxing Sunday. Have a good one.